Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. A little bit earlier here than I normally do videos because I got to bounce back down to Pensacola and take care of something today. Just going to do a little quick trip and turn around, but got up a little early and wanted to go ahead and get the video done, and so I can get on the road fairly quickly. So today I want to talk about how my raw food diet is effortless, and I'm going to tell you why. I do videos every day, so I'd appreciate if you haven't already done it to hit the big subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Very important. Um, I was thinking yesterday, sometimes I'm just like, okay, what can I do a video about today? What kind of tip can I throw in? How can I translate this information, this feeling, this thing that I've gotten from this lifestyle? Because it really is. It's so easy and it's so effortless to me, and I just can't quite communicate that. I can't quite translate that to other people. Because quite frankly, I've told you guys a number of times, I own up to that. I'm a lazy person. I've said before, I'm not going to use that language anymore because but I'm just, yeah, I am a bit lazy. I do what I need to do to overcome that and get things done in spite of it. But I'm kind of a lazy person. And I was thinking yesterday, if this lifestyle wasn't as easy as it was, if it wasn't just completely effortless, the way I do it anyway, I would have probably moved on to something else by now because I long term, I've done diets before, and I've done things where you were very involved on a day by day basis by like weighing out or portioning out and really paying attention to each meal. You get this and that, and there were special combinations at each meal. And eventually I would get tired of that. If it's not something with several options, several easy options and fallbacks and what have you, yeah, I don't know. I'd have probably gotten bored with it and been on to the next thing. Now, having said that, maybe I don't do enough of thinking about it and putting effort into it and whatever. I'm not trying to ever tell anybody that I have the perfect raw food diet. Who knows? I might be missing out on some things. Maybe, excuse me, excuse me. Oof, pollen's starting to come into this area. Because I do eat a lot of the same things over and over and over again. Sometimes I do think, okay, do you get enough variety? But in the end, I feel so good. I feel so good. Um, it's something. If you how much easier can it get? Last night for dinner. Okay, most nights for dinner, I don't, at the end of the day, I've done my video for the day, I've worked for the day, I've gone to the gym for the day, I've done a number of things. And quite frankly, I start out strong during the day, I stay strong. But by the evening, I'm just kind of ready to chill out. So I'm not somebody that wants to put a whole lot of effort into dinner. So when I find a lifestyle where I can eat ice cream for dinner, and I do that a good number of nights, especially for the last 3 or 4 months. I get to the evening and I'm like, okay. Sometimes it's like I just don't feel like putting a lot of effort into dinner, but other times it's just like I don't really feel like thinking. I always used to hate that, being in situations or when I ate a standard American diet, or when I always thought I had to have something different. Like every day you'd get to that certain point of the day and you had to think about dinner, and you had to prepare it, and there was usually steps involved. Now I can always, if I get to the end of the day, I always have frozen bananas. If I think like, okay, I just don't really want to put any thought or effort into dinner tonight, boom, just make some ice cream. It's done like that. One blender, one food, possibly a little flavoring in there. It's done. Okay, man cannot live on ice cream alone at night. Or can he? Say I want to just eat a simple salad. Did that dressing last week. All I really need is just a couple of big heads of lettuce, some good red leaf lettuce, maybe chop up a few things in there. I'll probably chop up some onions and cucumbers, little minor amount of chopping, and then, blend a fruit dressing, like blend mangoes and red pepper. There is no effort to that. It's basically chopping up the lettuce, pouring, blend, pour, blend, pour. Now, compare that to cooked vegan. Compare that the way we used to eat. You know, you're preparing your chicken dinner. You know, there was always the meat or the protein or the main event, and then you have to do you some potatoes and or rice or some sort of a side dish, and then you have the vegetables, and then you're trying to season all this and flavor, and you got cooking, and you know, you got 3 things, 4 things going on top of the stove, and you got making a salad over here and doing this. Just too convoluted. It's easy. It's easy. The only time that I really put effort in, when I went through a phase when I first got into this lifestyle where I was juicing, and I juiced regularly. I drank juice almost every day. I didn't actually make the juice every day because it had become such a process, and I was making so much of it and making it such a regular thing in my life that it took effort, and I hated that. I hated that. And I think I knew that right in my head, and this was like early days. Early days. This is when I was living in the apartment in San Jose before I started this channel. This was just, you know, in the months after coming to this lifestyle. And I was spending so much time with the preparation, the chopping, the juicing, the cleanup, that I was starting to get this little tick that, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know how practical this lifestyle is going to be, or how practical this is going to be, that for the rest of my life I'm going to do this all the time. Well, whatever, think what you may of juicing, and it does, you know, I do enjoy a juice from time to time. Found that wasn't going to be like a regular everyday thing because I just wouldn't put that kind of effort into it. It's got to be effortless for me. I mean, listen, you've watched my, you know, if you need some proof, or if you haven't seen how I eat, watch some of my what I eat in a day videos. They're uber simple. They're uber simple, and almost any given day I'm only eating 4 or 5 different foods, so you know, I don't have to put a lot of thought into it. I don't have to put a lot of physical preparation, a lot of effort into it. So for me, this is the easiest way of eating in the world, the absolute easiest way of eating in the world. So many options, so many healthy options, so many guilt-free options that, I mean, literally, I can't get stumped right now. Okay, before I go to Pensacola, what do I want to eat? I could eat, I'm just talking out loud, thinking out loud. Now I've already figured out what I'm going to eat. I got some mangoes that need to be cut today, so I'm going to cut up 4 mangoes. But right now I've got right over there that's ready. I could either cut those 4 mangoes, I could blend up some bananas, I could eat some bananas, I could make some nice cream, I could make a little orange juice real quick, all very fast, bing, bang, boom, done. I'm gonna probably just grab something at a restaurant down there, and you know, because I'll eat raw when I get back. I might just eat at my little vegan spot, but I can take bananas on the road with me. It's super easy. And I'll kind of finish with that. For somebody like me that, you know, I like bananas. I think I mentioned that not too long ago. And maybe I'm fortunate because of that, and maybe that, you know, I think people in this lifestyle, if you really like bananas, you got an extra, you know, it makes it even easier for you, because at any given time, if I don't want to think about something, I just eat bananas. I'll take bananas in the car, I'll eat them, you know. I get stumped. Okay, do I want to eat this? Do I want to eat this? What do I really want? What do I really want? I'll just screw it, just eat some bananas. So not, you know, using bananas to be such a huge bulk of my lifestyle, and actually liking them. You know, sometimes people throw a little shade. They're like, well, not everybody, okay, maybe not everybody does want to eat bananas, but don't make any mistake about this. I'm not just packing bananas into me because they're, you know, I don't know, just because they will fill me up. I enjoy them. I really, really, really enjoy eating bananas. After all these years and so many bananas, I haven't gotten tired of it. But this lifestyle will only work for you if you make it where it works easily into your life. Because except for a small percentage of people out there, we're not going to put a ton of effort into how we eat. Or we're not going to put a ton of effort into how we eat all day, every day. So make this lifestyle as easy as possible. Just eat some fruit. Eat fruit and greens, some healthy fat. Don't stress if you're going to eat a little bit of cooked from now and then. If you eat some cooked, boom, just get right back on the raw. But the simpler you keep it, it'll work for you. And it's not, there is no effort to this diet. Not for me, anyhow. There might be effort. Okay, I'm trying to think of all the particulars, all the things, make some disclaimers because people will argue. Yeah, it might be a lot of effort if you're absolutely fanatic about being 100% raw and your ingredients being 100% pure all the time. But you know, if you just kind of like, I'm doing the best I can, it doesn't take any effort at all. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.